Hey guys, what's up? It's me, LegoLee329, gonna here bring you another LEGO Superheroes Marvel review. This is set number 6868, ages 7 through 14, Hulk's Helicarrier Breakout. It costs $50 US and contains 389 pieces. Here's a quick look at the front of your box. And of course, another quick look at the back of your box with the Avengers down in the corner right there. Like every LEGO set, this includes an instruction manual. This doesn't come with two, just comes with one, but this one is 80 pages of building. Also included is the comic book. It would take me too long to scroll through the whole thing, but here's a look at the comic book real quickly. It's number 3, and on the back it has this really cool poster, even showing some of those Spider-Man LEGO figures, and that set hasn't even had pictures been released yet. First up for the LEGO figures is Hawkeye. He's a very cool character. And he's got some really nice torso printing and a brand new compound bow. Hawkeye also features an alternate face on the back right there. Next up is Thor, the mighty god of thunder. This figure looks really cool and he's got a very nice hammer. A little bit disappointing on the detail, but the mold is fantastic. And he's got some pretty cool blonde hair. It's a little bit too bright for my liking, but still looks pretty cool. Thor also features double-sided face and a double-sided torso printing. Looks very cool. Here is Loki, the movie's main villain or antagonist. The figure is very cool, of course, being the brother of Thor. He's got a really nice new helmet going on, and it's a really cool rubbery mold. A little bit disappointingly, his face is Bruce Wayne's from the Batcave. But he's got a very cool green cape and a cool staff. The staff is using that old Pharaoh's Quest piece, this piece, which you actually get an extra one of, which is pretty cool, and one of the newer Ninjago pieces. Very cool. And of course, the exclusive LEGO figure you get with the set, one of my favorites in a long time, is the Hulk. I absolutely adore this LEGO figure. This is freaking awesome. I mean, look at the detail on his face there. He looks really cool. I really like how they made the face still kind of look like a LEGO figure's face, even though it's a little bit bigger. Some really nice muscle detail, and on the back, some really cool sculpting going on there. And really cool arms. He does have arm articulation right here, and hand articulation. That's the only articulation you get, so that might be a little bit disappointing to stop motion people, but I really love the Hulk minifigure. Kind of weird he's wearing khakis or tan pants, because normally the Hulk wears purple pants, but I guess it has to do with the scene from the movie. But I mean, this figure looks fantastic. I absolutely love it, and if you're gonna get this set for one thing, it's gotta be this Hulk minifigure. Love it. Now the jet plane in this set is something I didn't know if I was going to like or not, and I ended up really liking it. I thought it looked okay from the preliminary images and whatnot, but I think it looks really cool right now. You can see it says SHIELD on the side there. There's quite a few stickers in this set, a little bit disappointingly, but I mean the plane still looks great. Some really cool SHIELD stickers. Love the detail, and you can see some really nice detail going on here. The cockpit looks pretty cool. I don't really like the gap they have there. I mean, it does serve the cockpit can open up by itself, but you know, the gap would have been better off not being there. It still looks really cool though. And of course, for play features, there's got to be flick fire missiles on the side here that you can easily flick. Nothing different going on there. Really like the look at the plane. Some really cool looks back here. And the back engine's pretty simple. And the main plane feature is right here, this little red, not red, why did I say red? It's yellow hook. All you gotta do is just push on that, and the whole thing kind of blows off. I guess Hawkeye's ejecting himself out of it, or the Hulk smashes it. Of course, I haven't seen the movie because it hasn't come out yet, but that's a pretty cool feature, and it's a really cool looking plane. I was very pleasantly surprised with how the plane came out, so let's move on to the main portion of this set. Now, I don't normally say this, but I absolutely adored this set. It blew me away. I thought it looked decent from the box image, but it blew me away how good this set actually is. Now, you can divide this little thing into multiple sections, so I'm going to show them in their little sections at first, then put it all together again for the end of the review, so let's do that right now. Now, probably the main section of the whole little base here is this part, which looks really nice. It's a pretty cool little thing. It's some kind of prison containment cell for Loki, so let's look at it really quickly right here. Some nice cool sticker detail and those cool translucent pieces this thing can adjust in multiple ways, so that's pretty cool. Some more Avengers stickers. Unfortunately, quite a few stickers, but it still looks really cool. Some nice detail going on there. And there's the back, and up top here, see if I can get a close-up look. I don't know if you can tell, but they're playing Space Invaders, which that's a very funny touch by LEGO, and it's really cool looking, and there's some really nice detail, and of course there's 2 chairs right there, which are pretty cool, and then another sticker going on there, and some nice translucent blue parts, kind of like the Batcave had a lot of those. Now the main feature with this section is how Loki can escape from his little prison cell. Let me just take off that bit right there. And we'll grab Loki, and this thing is just big enough to fit Loki in all of his gigantic hat glory. Then we'll put the prison cell back on. And the feature, how it works, you see this little orange button. All you gotta do is just press that, and the thing falls off. It's not too flashy, but it works fairly well, and it's powered by rubber band. When you get this set, you'll figure out how that actually works. And it's a pretty cool feature, and there's a little fire hydrant right here, and this bit right here can actually pop off. There's a cool, rearrangeable aspect to this set, just like there is with, Hogwarts Castle or any of the Kingdom's castles, stuff like that. So very cool section right here. Kind of a small section here just to connect the parts. Here it's pretty cool. You can see it moves back and forth. And there's this random wall thing here, I guess just to add some filler room. That's pretty cool. You get another one of those on the opposite side, and this one actually has a little bit of playability here. You can see you get these two little cans of toxic waste or something, and all you gotta do is just get this right here and flick it, and those cans fall out. So that's a pretty cool feature. Now you get two of these little octagonish kind of things going on, and this one doesn't really have anything on it. The other one has a lot more on it, but this is still a pretty cool design. You can see lots of nice pieces, some really cool detail, and I love the octagon pieces. Those aren't the most common Lego bricks. I guess these are supposed to be windows or something. You can fold these down, which is pretty cool, and they actually do pop off pretty easily because they're only connected by those 4 studs right there. So I like this little design here. I guess you could display your Hulk minifigure or Thor on the box. Thor is like running on this part. So kind of a cool little display right there. Then last but not least is this little area, which is the part where they basically look at Loki's staff, I guess. This is a little robot thing. I'm not really quite sure. Of course, I haven't seen the movie. It almost looked like a chair to me at first, but it has Loki's staff being like controlled by these little robotic arms. It's a pretty cool design, and I like it a lot. And there's some cool stickers right here with this little computer, which is like examining his staff. That looks pretty cool. And the same design for the little window thing behind there. Really nice design, though. Then, of course, one of the coolest parts about this set is how you can rearrange and connect all these little pieces together. That's one of my favorite kind of features in Lego, and I really love how they all fit together, and that piece just flew off. But, you can fit all of these pieces together and make one cool, awesome, giant base right there, and that piece just fell off as well. Final verdict, I absolutely adore this set. I love the helicarrier aspect to it. Now, in the movie, the helicarrier is actually just a giant ship in the sky thing, and of course, Lego can't really build that very well. But they built this cool little piece of the helicarrier really nicely. The plane is pretty cool. I think it could have been a little bit better, but I love the base part. The playability features are perfect. The minifigures are incredible. Unfortunately, the price per piece could have been better. If this was $40, this set would be pretty much a 10 out of 10. Price per piece could have been better, but I mean, this Hulk is a giant figure. You get some giant pieces, and I just love this set. I had a blast building it. The minifigures are amazing. I can't give it 10 out of 10 because it has a couple little problems, but 9.5 is the best I can give it. Love it. I definitely recommend you go pick up this set. This is Lego Elite 9, signing off, and I'll see you guys next time with more Marvel Avengers reviews. See you till then. Bye.